The X factor of this game has to be the Omni Knight. There just needs to be something happening here from NiP.
PPD Rubik mid.
It is.
It's power runes, making sure Storm Spirit doesn't get that one. Throwing out the ultimate like that, Vada is going to be pulled back potentially into his death. Yell say barely lands, but it's enough. As ASD should be able to chase him down with the extra bit of mana he has. That's going to be your first blood. And Peter Pandam, he's in trouble as well. Firefly with the boots early pickup means he's fast enough to be able to catch Peter in the next LSA and secure a secondary kill for ASD. I love how they just funneled all that golden experience to ASD. And ASD had a shrine to work with too, so he's actually going to go hit the top shrine, then TP bottom, because he knows that's where the power rune was, I think, at one point.
Oh!
Okay, Sylar did not expect that amount of burst damage.
And the team
shows, but in July just wants to keep chasing 3 seconds until he has the burrow strike. He has stick charges as well to be able to give him enough mana. It's going to be a close call, but they will be able to bring him down underneath the tier 1. Tianming is very dead, but in July is actually going to be found by Fada's rotation as well. And the Storm Spirit a bit too late to the party to do anything about all that chaos. So one at the top lane, just very far up, close to the tier 1 tower to be able to give vision of rotations. They're going to spot the Zeus ultimate and see that Firefly has burrowed his way into the trees. Now Sand King's going to go over and will manage to go straight for the Zeus. They blow him up with the Laguna Blade, and he has the Sandstorm too, so they shouldn't be able to do right now. But the rest of NiP are just going to go for the mid-tower push, where immediately in July is here to respond. Gets that obnoxious Sandstorm in place. He's going to be telekinesis into the Stormhammer. Long jump in from ASD. In July hit a burrow strike out though, and the damage coming out from Fada and that big AoE. Now the cleave hits as well as the shots from Fada, enough to finish off in July as well. This time around, NiP
on 33 queued up. It's like one person wants to go for a later game, one person wants to try to take earlier fights. So gonna
jump on a Soxan in top lane, see if they can burst him down really quickly and get out. ASD will be able to do that, and there's not a whole lot of catch here from Ninjas in Pajamas. ASD actually ran out of mana as he jumped back and teleported away, but NiP couldn't get there fast enough. Now Sylar, he does have 1,500 HP. We'll see whether or not they're able to chain stun him fast enough. He's trying to get off the Song of Siren, does manage to get it. BKB activated by Ace though, with the homing missile coming in. The little bonk is just enough for Ace to finish off Sylar. A really big, and they do have a homing missile, as well as the lightning bolts. Even the Stormhammer is going to be coming in soon. Another long zip. Can Ace catch up to him? He's got his Blink Dagger. He's going to throw out the God Strength now. They need the Naga Siren to bail him out, but he actually doesn't have anything. No song. And the Ensnare wouldn't have saved him anyway, so.
If you're serious. Although I don't even think that NiP's matchup.
They keep on trying to go for these kills, but 33 is still here, and he's still going to be able to protect Ace. Now, they do manage to get the telekinesis, found Peter Pandam, so actually going onto this Sven gets Peter out of position, and they get a different kind of pick off.
Yeah, he went for the spell steal there. It's a little bit odd. So they're going to go for the smoke themselves. I will say the reason why NiP don't feel comfortable going for the Roshan, because that would be the natural play right now. If a team is splitting you up and running you ragged, the best thing that you can potentially do is go for a Rosh. But the reason why they can't go for it is because
he was left alone bottom lane. He doesn't have, he had a blink coming up in just half a second, but the Zeus ultimate actually stopping him and also giving vision. And I believe it just got vision of the rest of Sirius, who are all playing smoked up in the mid lane.
Yeah, but having a Bat Rider and Naga Siren on one team, those are. Then on top of that, you've got a Storm that can zip in. They have 3 different ways to stop you from Roshan.
What are you doing?
Oh, okay.
What are you doing?
That was ambitious.
Instead of the 80 seconds. And NiP knows what that means. Sirius made a mistake. Oh, they're actually going to go back in with the Epicenter. They're crazy. They're thinking about it. They might just be able to work it off. They burst down 33, but Sven just cleaving down here. It's already taken out the Sand King, and now they're going to catch the Bat Rider with the dieback as well. Firefly doesn't have an escape mechanism. Ace chops him in half. Triple kill.
They were all together trying to kill the Omni Knight. They were all stacked up one after another. They ran into Ace's Stormbolt. 2 swings will do it. Claims everyone's life aside from this Naga Siren, but she's not in a good fighting position against all of this AoE. She's going to go in. Does have to be careful
Sylar.
here.
Manta trying to get away. Does get out of the small bit of catch. Buyback in July, too.
That was the freest initiation that I think Ace has ever gotten in his entire life.
They really want to get this tier 3, and in order to do so, they have to kill July first. They found the initiation. They do manage to kill, and that's a dieback. A second one for Team Sirius.
Right?
Yeah.
Just push out the lanes.
33 managed to remove 1 bit of disable, but is going to be silenced up, burst down almost by the Orchid, still living because the Glimmer Cape, and now they've caught ASD as well. The song comes out too late. Oh, the Radabatos. Well played by Fada. The long-range catch against a Naga Siren. It's a cute idea. But to be honest, because of 33, everyone remains healthy.
Yeah, the Storm really needs a BKB.
Epicenter coming in through the side. Two-man burst strike. Trying to burst down these heroes. They do manage to get off the Omni Knight ultimate, but it's not quite enough to be able to save the Rubik. Ace is quite low as well, but they have to jump away from him because of the BKB God Strength. There's no Epicenter follow-up off of this one, so NiP are like, okay, you stalled it, I guess. We're just going to keep on hitting these buildings now. You have an ultimate that's on cooldown. Tianming is going to be caught with the Radabatos. Jump into the back line with the BKB. SDS may be careful, though. Ace is super strong. The telekinesis on July is going to make it so that Ace can chop him down. Sand King no longer being able to jump for his team. At least NiP are going to be stalled out slightly here. There's tier 2 still alive, so they have to go through the tier 4s and go for the Ancient if they want to end this game, while the heroes are dead with no buyback for another 30 and 50 seconds.
Yeah, there's no sleep now, so
Yeah.
there's no real setup for them. And I have to imagine you would have liked to have waited a little bit longer for the Sand King to be up and maybe give yourself an opportunity to disengage.
Trying to burst down Fada, but again, he has that Aegis, and then there's also the Omni Knight, always be able to provide the saving grace for Fada, even as he drops low. Immediately buy back on Sylar, but the throne is exposed, and they know they can't defend it, so they just call it here. This is NiP. I mean, props to them, man. They played such a clean game. If I was in their position, I probably would have gotten a little bit worried, like, guys, aren't we giving them a little bit too much space? But no, they played it patient. They played around each other constantly, waited for Sirius to be the ones to make the mistakes.
That was